Okay, hello again. By now you're already have part of your design on. I'm putting the second transfer on. Okay. Now we have our stencil. Stencil has three parts. It has the backing with the squares, has the clear transfer tape, and then the white part, which is the design. You need to remove the backing with the squares, okay? So first you take your stick, rub down on it so that you push it down onto this clear as much as possible. Pick a corner and you're going to remove the backing. Go slowly. If you start to see any of the design not adhering to the backing, come back in and rub it back down. See, it's starting to lift up. I don't want that. Push it back down. When I'm finished, I should have a blue piece that has no design on it at all and the clear backing that has the white design on it. Now I'm going to put this on my sign where I want it. I've already given some thought to this. If you're worried about your design going on straight, you can angle and as though you mean it to be angled, okay? So that's where I'm going to put it. Now I need to make the white part stick to the sign and take the clear part off. So I'm going to take the stick, rub down, and now I'm going to remove the clear part. Go slow. If you don't let your paint dry really well, it doesn't like to adhere. So always make sure your paint is good and dry before you go to this step, okay? Same as the other part. If I start to see design stick to this, I put it back down and rub it back on, okay? So slowly removing it. Save this. You may need it later. Now, see? Now you're going to go and rub down and make sure that you don't have any parts of your stencil coming up and paint's going to bleed through. The next thing you want to use is your sponge. I have a bug in my throat, I think. Okay, so I'm using the dark paint for the stencil, especially when you stencil. Less is more. If you're thinking you have too much paint on here, blot it off on something first, okay? Come in and just gently pat in your design, okay? You could always come back and add a second layer of paint. You will not use very much paint for this part of the project, okay? If you go outside your design, like I just did, no big deal. You can rub it off, sand it off, or touch it up with a little bit of paint, okay? A little too much paint, so I'm blotting it off. Keep flipping it around. It makes it easier for you to get to spots that you want to get the paint on. Chalk paint, to me, is one of the easiest paints to stencil with. It's very forgiving. If I get paint somewhere I don't want, it's pretty easy to remove. I always keep wet wipes handy if you have them. Good idea. If not, just keep a damp cloth. Let you wipe off the paint.